Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The Dawg Pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Miami Dolphins. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. This defense for the Dolphins very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's third down and inches. An early test for this defense. Here we go on third and inches. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. And now before they run this, they'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Out now is the punter, Braden Mann. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
It's a jet sweep. Wilson with a little pop pass. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin 1st down. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, Someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
The competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Wide open receiver, complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now eluding the. That's going to go as a loss of 17 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. To throw is Wilson. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. Really nice gain on the completion. However, still 3rd and goal that they face now.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in this. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. On 3rd and goal, Wilson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. Now Brian Flores going to lead the offense out there to go for 2. Wilson going to throw for it. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. 30. 10. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and
and
out. And now they have
out.
that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Brings up 2nd and 4. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Mayfield. flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat, in every meeting with reporters. This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
Mayfield to throw it.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And he is going to have a Browns first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Next to receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Second down and 3. Play fake. Mayfield. Complete. It's Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Nice job. Nice patience right there. Put him on the right side. Let him work his way across. Put the ball in his hands and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 47. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield rolling to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Mayfield now. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. To throw, Mayfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used a slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
And did he have enough? He did. He kept it online and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. And that'll bring him back within a point. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw him a bit closer here in the second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. He's letting this one go for Fuller. He's got a man, complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big play there for the Dolphins.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Got a man complete. It's Fuller again. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Throwing again here, Wilson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Here's Wilson. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Russell Wilson. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Now Brian Flores going to lead the offense out there to go for 2. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fielded just outside the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Browns drive about to get started. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game, are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Mayfield off the play fake. Going deep downfield for Ross. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well. And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Play action. Now Wilson. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well where you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson. Flushed out right. And smartly going into the slide there, Wilson has enough for the first. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is down to 2. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. From the 45 on second down, Wilson throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw here taken in by Gesicki.
He will go out right near the 35-yard line.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
To throw again is Wilson.
That throw complete to his tight end, Dawg.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
On 2nd and inches, Wilson. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes.
And the Dolphins will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes this a 9-point game.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz.
And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And with the clock at all zeros, they get the touchdown to make this just a 1-score game into the lockers.
And you know what else it does? Besides boost their confidence, it doesn't change your game plan any. See, if they're down bigger going into the half, you may have to revise what you plan to do in the second. But now in this spot, within 1 score in striking distance, you go ahead and keep playing and do what you've worked out all week long.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Yeah, Coach, certainly no shortage of action in those first 2 quarters. Definitely got to work on my touchdown calls, so we'll see how much voice I have left for the second half here.
Gay now set to kick it off.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
Let's go, man.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Now Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the Dog Pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion.
Wilson in the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Fuller. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a first down.
They go play action now. Wilson. Flush to his right.
This one complete to Jalen Waddle.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Now Wilson. And his throw here's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Again, Wilson. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
And you can just see that whole play developing. That's where, as a defender, you just lock in on your target and say, I'm not even thinking about breaking stride. I'm running straight for the belt buckle, because where it goes, that's where you find his body. And he's able to get in there and make a great play.
And the numbers here don't lie. According to the next-gen stats, he topped out at an even 22 miles an hour.
Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Touchdown, Dolphins. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now.
And the Dolphins take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Now Brian Flores going to leave the offense out there to go for 2.
Wilson going to throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Mayfield looks to throw. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy could be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a 1st down for them, too.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Mayfield on play action. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Here's Mayfield. He finds his man Johnson. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the 1st. Fourth down, Mayfield. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And this one is incomplete.
So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. From Soldier Field, meanwhile, in Chicago, a third-quarter score. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. They go play action with Wilson. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. There's Wilson to throw. It's complete to Fuller. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Wilson will throw again. Flush to his right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. Well, when you got a quarterback like this dead to rights, you got to make sure to wrap up. Instead, though, he breaks free and off he goes.
Yeah, and at the risk of sounding just a little bit trite, this is just a tackle that needs to be made. It's one thing when you've got a bruising 230-pound running back coming your way, but when it's a quarterback who's running for his life, your teammates will tell you, you've got to get him on the ground.
On 3rd and goal, Wilson. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal. Now it's Wilson. And he's got his tight end, Gesicki, in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins.
Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon.
And the Dolphins are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign.
Russell Wilson now will bring his guys up to go for 2. They'll look to throw. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Throwing, Mayfield. And this one's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
The Browns on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
Here I come again. Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Hey, I'm wearing 33. What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some.
To throw, Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Right here, guys. Fight 51.
Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Here's 2nd and a yard.
Here's Wilson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now Wilson. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. It's a loss of 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
1st and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on 2nd and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A great play there, with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year.
And the Dolphins are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
They'll try and throw for it. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Watch the pass. Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20. Watch the backer, watch the backer. Mike 20, Mike 20.
Mayfield now. It's caught by OBJ. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Check, check. Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20.
Mayfield going right back to Beckham here, complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And again, it's Mayfield. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. From just shy of midfield, Mayfield caught left side. It's Beckham. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down.
Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20. Hey, come on now.
Mayfield knocks this forward. It's a jet sweep. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20. Hey, watch the slant, watch the slant. Run. Watch the slant. There we go, Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Come on, boy. Come on, boy.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Here's Johnson with a reception. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Second and 8.
Hey, alert 33. Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20. I don't even know why this team showed up. There we go, Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20.
Mayfield to throw it. He'll buy some time right. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Now, they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. Bust through the tackle, and he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. And Gay knocks this one through. And that'll put us within 3 scores as it becomes now a 23-point game. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off. This one taken just inside the 10.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. Oh, Wilson going to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Wilson sliding out of the pocket. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Miami, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the New Orleans Saints.